Fellas, let me tell y'all something. Y'all gotta stop thinking that you can save that girl for last. So many of y'all know that y'all got a good woman by your side, a woman that is literally for you. She done showed you every which way possible that she loves you, that she's for you, that she wants you and your family to work, or she sees the potential in your situation and want it to grow. And so many of y'all take advantage of that. It's like y'all take it for granted. The more a woman explains to a man how much she like him or love him, it's like it boosts y'all up to go play more games. It's almost like y'all feel like she's not gonna go anywhere. And I'm here to tell you one thing about a woman: she's still gonna play her part, especially if she love you. If she love you, she's still gonna show you that she love you. She's still gonna make sure she do her womanly duties. She's still gonna explain to you her interests and all of that. But she's also noting and docking things down. Her emotional state is not being fulfilled. So therefore, she's getting further and further away from you, piece by piece by piece, until one day she wakes up and realizes that she's no longer wanting to be in a relationship or the situation or whatever you guys got going on. Y'all got to stop thinking that y'all can save that girl for last. If you know that you don't see a full potential relationship with her, let that girl go. Y'all be so afraid to let the next man get that woman and do right by her, so y'all want to gaslight her. Feed her breadcrumbs. Give her just enough so that she don't go nowhere. Let that girl go. Let that girl be happy. Let her go be loved by somebody who can love her. Y'all know that y'all got a good woman, but instead of taking that for what it's worth, it's kind of like a flex for y'all. Yeah, she mine. I got her.
Yeah, that would take a guy with a moral compass right there to say, "Hey, man, I'm gonna let you
Exactly.
go so you can be with somebody else." And man, nah, bro. I mean, that's the right thing to do. What she's saying is right. Let the
Hmm.
woman go. But we know that most people, uh, yeah, they gonna keep you around, man. If they can keep getting what they can keep getting out of you, they gonna keep you around for as long as they want. And maybe they may look back and regret not being with you a little bit, but then again, they might not, because they just don't like you. They don't like you to the point where they just see you as their partner for life.
Yeah, I was.
You're not there forever. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing in just in a different way. I think this message is more for the ladies, even though she said, fellas, I think it's more for the ladies that you recognize when you are in a relationship that it's not meeting your needs. You can only pour so much into a person, and then you have to realize that that person doesn't see you the way you see them. They're incapable of giving you what you want from them. So it doesn't matter how good of a woman that you are. If he don't see you in that light, he don't see you as his woman, you're wasting your time. Because the man that sees you as his woman, he's going to show up for you. So you won't be feeling that you're being saved for last, or you're being neglected, or you're being used. You're going to feel safe, and you're going to feel welcome and loved in that relationship when he's your guy. When that guy sees you as his woman and he wants you, you're going to know it. You're not going to be insecure. You're not going to have to go through his cell phone. You're not going to feel unsafe. You're not going to be thinking, man, how long before we move to the next level? Man, how long before he start doing these things? When am I going to meet his parents? Trust me, when that man views you as his woman, you won't have to ask for any of those things. He's going to move and act on those things. You know why? Because he's going to be in tune with you, and he's going to care about the things that you need. So he's going to be able to tell when it's time to move the stages of the relationship on to the next level in the level. You won't have to ask him, oh, are we girlfriends and boyfriends now? Oh, are we going to move together? Can we put a title on this? When am I going to meet your parents? Oh, I haven't met your children. You won't have to ask this guy any of those things. He is going to move accordingly if you are his lady. If he views you as the lady he wants to spend his life with, he's going to move. A
Well,
mature man, you don't have to ask him to do those things.
listen. Now he can look at you and say, you know what, this is the kind of woman that I could spend the rest of my life with. But then once he start, you know, getting to know you, then you can change those. He can change his views. Cause some women, man, like you meet them one day, they want to get married next week. They ready. They ready to meet your whole family, do all that. Listen, lady, I don't know you that well, and it's scary to even be trying to move that fast. You beautiful, but you're scaring me off because you're moving too fast. And so I don't know what the hell to think at this point. Maybe you might have some kind of why you trying to rush and get married so fast? Why you rushing to try to get move in so fast? So like a lot of these women will over exaggerate the situation, like, hey, I met this guy and he's putting me last. Nah, we just been talking for like a month.
Well, I don't think she's talking about those kind of
I'm just saying,
relationships. Yeah.
I'm just throwing that in there.
Right. She's went in great details of how long it has been, what the woman has invested, the things she has done. So she's talking about these guys who string a woman along. I do agree with you. There are some women who just have this visions of white picket fence in their head, and when they meet every guy, he's the one. Oh, he's the one. He's the one. He's the one. And you haven't really got to know the guy because he may not be the one. There may be something about that guy that's not right for you. But because your vision is marriage and a picket fence and a gown and a wedding and a ceremony, you allow yourself to see every suitor as a potential husband when that is not the way it's supposed to be. And so I agree that there are occasions where women do act that way. But I think this young lady is mostly speaking about women who are just constantly investing and pouring into a man who gives them nothing but crumbs. They give them little things to keep them around when they know in the back of their mind they wouldn't choose her. They know. There's plenty social media speakers who say men know. Kelvin Samuels, one of them, who said men know within 6 months if you wife material. Doesn't mean that he's going to marry you in 6 months, but he knows if you are a woman that he could potentially marry, and so with that being said, if you know within a year of dating somebody that you don't see yourself potentially being married to her, then why hold on to that woman? Why allow her to constantly be good to you and show you affection and do all the things that a wife would do when you don't potentially see her as a wife? Now, on the flip side of that, go ahead.
Because you said something that was interesting. He say within 6 months. Man, you can't never put no time frame on what if a person is marriage material, because to me, in order to really find out if a person is worthy of being married, man, you have to go through something with that person. You have to find out what that person is made of, because you might have a woman that's a quitter.
No. I think you misunderstand when they talk about that. They're saying, does she possess the qualities of a wife material?
Whether you quit or not is a quality?
That she will be the one you will marry. It doesn't mean that you want to marry her. He's saying within 6 months, a man knows whether that woman is marriage material or is she just bed material.
Well, how do you know that? That's exactly what I'm saying. That's a quality.
I can't determine how men know that. I'm just saying most of the speakers that relationship experts say a man knows within 6 months.
Yeah, well, I'm an expert, and I don't say it. Because I'm saying you ain't going to know until y'all go through some stuff together, because some people, they want to start over. They just like to hit the reset button no matter what they're going through. They'll rather just, instead of put up with this or just try to push through it, they'll rather just hit the reset button. You don't know. I mean, whenever you join any kind of organization, man, that's gonna become under some kind of hostile environment, the main test is to see what are you gonna fold or not when times get hard, and that's what if a person is marriage material. Because what good is it to have if you got a woman that she's educated, beautiful, she is financially stable or financially above average, but soon as times get hard, then she fold.
But does that make her wife material?
Hell no.
See, I think that's what you're missing.
No.
So that means she wasn't wife material from the beginning.
And you ain't gonna know it until that time comes.
he's saying that not maybe a wife for you, because there are a lot of
Man,
men
don't.
who see a woman and say, hey, that's wifey material. Don't mean she my wife material, but she is wife material. Mean this woman has done the work on herself. She has
No,
cooked. She has cleaned. She
no.
showed her ability to nurture and be submissive to a man. You can see those qualities in her, but that doesn't deem that that woman is your wife. I think that's what they're talking about. And there's some women that you look at and say, "Oh no, she's for the street. I would never marry her." And there's some women that you look at and this woman is professional, she's educated, she's got everything going for her, but she's too masculine. So you may not deem her as wife material. You know, every man will view the woman differently. There are some women that are straight, you know, like they say, ratchet or ex strippers or out there in the world doing everything else, and a man look at her and see her as his wife, and they married him. So
Yeah.
it's in the eyes of what the man views the woman as, and what he's saying is, as a man, you know within 6 months if that woman you are dating is worthy of wife material. Is she someone that you would want to wife?
No, I guess so. I guess if you want to go by that metric, hey man, shit, it's 'cause, hey, like you say, some guys, shit, she a thought, yeah, all she need to be is beautiful. It don't matter what
Mm-hmm.
else. And some guys like me, man, I need to see, a little bit more than what you showing or what I see right now. I need to see a little bit more. But some guys, they don't care. Shit, they,
Every
shit,
man has his own
so
criteria in what he considers the appropriate wife for him.
yeah.